times. But it's what the United States looks like when we get into autumnal climes. Pumpkins, 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 pumpkins everywhere. The overabundance of pumpkins is a thing that doth perplex. Is the United States in the grip of the pumpkin industrial complex? Pumpkins, 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 pumpkins,
told me it was. Oh, this week is 8:15. Oh, because normally it's 7 o'clock. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Hey. Remember I said you're fired? Never mind that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 8:15 Central Time. It's Saturday. You're used to this at 7, but we're doing it for grown folks now. It's grown folks time. Do some comedy. The way I'm feeling this is that you're going to be entertained because it's now time for the grid! That's right, the grid, short form improv, straight to you from Improductions LLC. Let me get all my players up on that screen. Let me get all of you on that screen. Look at my beautiful players, every single one of them. So succulent and juicy. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be performing some short form improvisation based off your suggestions tonight, and it's going to be great. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Facebook, Twitch, even Periscope, if you're watching this on Al Jazeera, ESPN 8, or pay-per-view, we don't care. Start putting in the comments some of the suggestions for us. We've asked you for some, but we're going to ask you for some more. Right now, you see 6 players, but we have another player who's off camera, who's named Angie. She is our stage manager. She is the heart and soul of this show. Angie, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Beautiful. Love it. Angie, we're looking for a lot of suggestions tonight. Can you give us a rundown of some suggestions that we're looking for?
We need a bunch of occupations and objects,
Okay.
but we also need several destinations or locations.
Okay.
As well as a relationship for 2 people, and the title of a never performed musical. And also, we need the letter of an alphabet.
The letter of an alphabet could be any alphabet, preferably a Roman alphabet, I would guess?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Worded that one wrong.
No, it was great. No, it is an alphabet. There are plenty of alphabets out there. And lots of soup as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be playing a series of 6 games for you tonight. This is our second to last show. 6 games is all you get. Next week, might be more, might be less. So you are lucky to see these 6. We're going to end tonight with some bragging. We have Francis Veltri on. He was looking nice and tough. Francis likes to brag, and we like to brag more than he does. So we're going to do some Fisherman's Boast at the end of the game, end of the show. Before that, we're going to do that never before performed musical because we're all musical geniuses here. But we don't have a lot of time, so we're going to kind of do the Cliff Notes version of that with no time for a musical, or Wikipedia if you're a millennial. Before that, we're going to check out Millie and Francis's ability to go through the alphabet in a game we like to call ABC, or tonight, CBA. That's what we're going to call it. Before that, we're going to see 3 actors do their best to do an original game invented by Improductions called Cover Thumbs Folded. That's going to be a lot of fun. But right now, we're going to kill it. We're going to kill things tonight. We're going to do a fun line game called CSIMSU. That's right, MSU. We're going to play that game tonight. We're going to take an occupation. They've been murdered, and we're going to do a pun just like they do in those CSI shows on CBS right now. So to gear us up for that, Angie, we need an occupation. Can you give us an occupation for tonight's game of CSI MSU?
Accountant.
Accountant is what I heard. Accountant.
Ron! Well, it looks like we closed the books on that one.
Ah, I love it.
Francis! It looks like we're drowning in red ink.
Oh!
Lisa! Well, it looks like this guy's been put in the death column.
Oh!
Carrie.
Go ahead, Carrie.
Well, it looks like this one fell off the ledger.
Oh, Nelson. Hey, boys, I think this guy excelled in dying.
Oh! Ron! Looks like this guy was the guy in class when they told you, look left, look right. He's the one who's no longer there.
Ooh.
Melly! Looks like this guy's number is up.
Oh!
Francis! This guy looks like he's forgot to carry his one.
All right, let's get another occupation there, Angie.
Detective.
Detective is what I heard.
Ron! Well, it looks like God solved his case.
Oh.
Millie. Looks like this guy drew his own chalk line.
Oh,
Nelson. Hey, boys, looks like we found Ace Ventura.
Oh.
Francis. Looks like he's missing a foot.
Lisa. Looks like this guy's wrote his own dime novel.
Oh, nice.
Carrie. Dead, 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 dead.
bump.
Millie. Looks like this guy's dick is no longer private.
I think we can beat.
Carrie.
We can beat this. Okay, go for it. Go ahead, Carrie.
Oh. Well, we're gonna need a Sam Spade to bury this one.
Ooh, I dig it.
Oh.
All right. Let's go with the new occupation there, Angie.
Groomer.
Groomer is what I heard. Groomer is what I heard.
Yep.
Francis. This one looks a little bit hairy.
Lisa. Sounds like this guy's been clipped.
Oh, Ron. Looks like he's one bad comb over.
Francis. That looks like one poodle that's been doodled.
Nelson, man, the sheer audacity of him dying.
Oh, finally, yeah.
Millie. Looks like this guy has shaved his last pussy.
I can't beat that. I cannot beat that. Let's go with a new occupation.
Roadie.
A roadie.
Roadie. Roadie.
Let's get
Ron. Looks like this guy was overamped.
Oh,
nice.
like it.
Nelson. Hey, boys, I think this guy has gone again on his own, going down the only road that he's ever known. Like a drifter, he was born to walk alone. But he made up his mind. He ain't wasting no more time.
Lisa. Looks like this guy's been charged.
Ooh. Ron. Looks like this guy turned it down to 0.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Francis.
Yeah, go, Fred.
Time for this somebody to carry out this guy.
It looks like this guy died with no health benefits or insurance or any or any security of any kind.
Okay.
Carrie. This one's got a meeting with the Grim Speaker.
Oh. Ron.
Run.
Looks like this guy closed the show.
Oh.
Nice. Go ahead, Carrie. You had one.
No, it was
Okay, beautiful. One more quick one.
Let's go with boxer.
Boxer.
You know, like Mike Tyson.
Got it.
Okay.
Looks like someone has rung his bell.
Oh. Lisa. Look like he's been killed.
Ron.
Go ahead, Ron.
Looks like this guy is punch dead.
Oh.
Nelson. I think this guy bit off too much more than he could chew. Can you hear me?
Francis. This guy better go to the first neutral corner he can find.
Oh. Ron. Looks like this guy is not answering the bell again.
Ooh.
Nice.
Carrie. Well, the gloves are off now.
Oh.
Nice.
Francis. Looks like his Apollo's Ben Creed.
And that's it.
When you're driving in your car and I'm riding on my bike. I've got a little message for you.
That was dope. You must admit, it was dope. TV executives are coming up after us, asking us for more ideas for CSI shows. But with that said, you know what I need for this one? I'm going to need Millie, Carrie, Francis to join the stage right now. Millie, Carrie, Francis to join the stage. They're going to perform a game called Cover Thumbs Folded. This is the way it works. They're going to assume one of three positions. It'll either be half their face covered, 2 thumbs up, or their arms folded in frame. They've got to maintain these positions throughout the entire scene, and they've got to switch in between them as things go along. Angie, what is our suggestion for this scene?
Let's see if I can pronounce this one right.
Okay.
Panunsatucky.
Panunsatucky.
You know, like groundhog. That.
Oh.
Yeah.
The place where
Punxsutawney.
Thank you. I tried.
Okay, it's okay. Punxsutawney is fine. You are Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, I believe, right? And so that's where you're going to go. Players, assume the positions, please, for Cover Thumbs Folded. Ready? And lights up.
Ooh. Brain freeze.
It's always so cold this 1st of February.
Hope this rat comes out.
Phil is the best. Well, they're all called Phil. The groundhogs are all called Phil. You know, they just it's not the same Phil, but it's the same.
Stacy, if you disrespect Phil one more time, you are off the committee. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, Stacy.
There's one Phil. There's one Phil and only one Phil. That's how it has been.
There's one Phil, but it's like multiple. Oh, Stacy, we do this every year. Just sit there, keep getting drunk, and it'll be great. All right? God, why do you have to bring her, Elizabeth?
She's your wife, John.
I'm your wife, John.
Yeah.
Hello?
Well, you know that I've just, I like to go to the Groundhog Day with my woman and then after party with my wife, so, you guys know about each other. Come on.
Yeah, we know about each other, but I don't want to hear her disrespecting the groundhog that brought us together.
Well,
Stacey, I don't get the big deal here. Okay, so we all love each other. I show my love in many ways.
Yes, you are the cutest when you dress up as the groundhog. And I call you my filly.
Well, that's why I like both of you, because you both like when I do my filly.
Yes. When I get the front end and you get the tail end, I will always be the front end. Don't you forget it.
Oh my God, here we go again. Could we just enjoy... Elizabeth gets the front end. You know that.
I'm tired of getting the end. I want the front. I deserve the front. I'm your wife. You promised me Phil. All of Phil.
I'm the mistress. I get first choice.
What she said.
I don't see that logic. I don't see that logic at all. I don't understand that.
Well, here, let me spell this out for you. We are legally married, okay? But we also have an agreement that I can step out on you, and I've decided that Elizabeth is gonna be my plus one.
Yeah, I'm plus a lot.
Oh my God! It's like I'm here because I'm the one that had the gas money.
Yeah.
Let's see.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Pumpkins, 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 pumpkins everywhere. Pumpkins. pumpkins, 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 pumpkins everywhere.
Give it up for Millie, Carrie, Francis, Cover Thumbs Folded. They played that beautifully. Never seen a love triangle go down so well, no pun intended. But with that said, you know who I need? I need some he said, she said type stuff. Those of you who know the reference Snoop Dogg in the house. I got Lisa and I've got Ron up on the screen. Lisa, Ron is to your left. Ron, Lisa's to your right in this item here. They're going to perform a scene and we're going to provide some context for this scene, a la the Nelsonada. That's right, that's what I call myself, the Nelsonada. With that said, Angie, what is our suggestion to get this scene started?
We have two suggestions, a location and a relationship.
Let's get both.
The location is a deep sea trench.
Deep sea trench.
And the relationship is a doctor and an anesthesiologist.
Doctor, anesthesiologist in a deep trench. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And lights up.
Well, Stacy, my measurements show that we have about 2 minutes before the water comes back in to refill.
Well, Rudy, we should be able to tread the water and then climb out, correct?
She said interruptingly.
You know, you never let me finish a statement or give me enough time to answer.
He said, recoiling in such anger.
Well, you know, I might be the last person you speak to. You should be nice.
She said sarcastically.
You know what? I'm kind of hoping that's what happens.
He said, hoping to God that was the truth.
So you'd rather die in this hellhole than live?
She asked as she was fanning herself.
Once again, your listening skills. You got it all backwards.
He said, mockingly.
You know, sometimes I wish I would have never agreed to come on this exploration with you.
She said, reminiscing about a boyfriend that she had 30 years ago that gave her the best loving she's ever had in her life, and her mate could not even sum up close to that.
You know what? Can't you focus on what's going on now? I can tell by your eyes you're thinking about something else.
He said suspiciously as he pulled out a dagger.
You know, just because I agreed to come on this trip with you doesn't mean that we should stay together forever.
She said, half jokingly, half realistically.
Well, you know what? If I can't have you, no one can have me.
He said as he stabbed himself repeatedly and sang Old MacDonald at the same time.
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I, ouch.
You know, I can stitch that up for you.
She said as she grabbed the medical kit.
There's no way I'm letting you die.
She said interruptingly again.
You know what? I'm going to just shove this in the rest of the way in my heart because I've longed for you so long and I know I'm not the one you really want.
As he keeled over and became the undead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I've heard of a life commitment, but an afterlife commitment? That's just pure nonsense.
She said in disbelief, according to all her Dungeons and Dragons knowledge.
I now require brains, but it appears I may starve.
He said sarcastically in his own undead humor.
You know, that was kind of the problem with your smart mouth when you were alive. I see it just transformed with you to death.
She said it as Mariah Carey would.
You know what? I just want to Nick Cannon you, girl. I just want to Nick Cannon you.
Oh.
He said in a rap.
You know what, girl? I want to take you. I want to take you for a whirl. And then I want to bring you on my next TV show because I get canceled. Don't you know?
See.
New from Fake Records, it's Songs of Death Valley. This 2 CD set includes such favorites as I'm Thirsty, Watch Out for That Snake, and Why Is It So Damn Hot? You also get Did That Cactus Just Wave at Me? Someone Please Help, and who could forget that love song, This May Be the Heat Talking, but I Think I Love You. The set also includes 2012 Song of the Year, Is That a Scorpion in Your Pocket, or Are You Just Happy to See Me? Call now while supplies last.
That's right. Thanks to Bobby Baruch for giving us that commercial. Check out Bobby Baruch on Facebook. I know she's watching me right now thinking, I know that guy. But with that said, I need Millie and Francis up on my screen. We're going to test their ability to say the alphabet or use the alphabet. I'm going to go ahead and disappear out of here to make it easier. Francis, Millie is to your left. Millie, Francis is to your right. You know, we're going to ask you to do a scene. However, we're going to get a letter of the alphabet. You must use that letter of the alphabet as the first letter of the first word of your responses in this scene. But we're going to go backwards. So they're going to alternate between letters in the alphabet, but we're going to go backwards in the alphabet. We're going to start with that letter and just go backwards. That's right, Francis. You've got to know your Z, Y, X's, not your ABCs, your Z, Y, X's. So for this scene, Angie, what are our suggestions?
The first suggestion is the location, which is
Okay.
the Great Wall of China.
The Great Wall of China. Okay.
And the letter is the letter W.
The letter W. You will start a letter W going backwards at the Great Wall of China. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
Walter, my feet are killing me.
Val, really? That's what's going to happen when you walk along the Great Wall of China. Just
Usually I don't walk this long. I'm just so tired.
tired? Are you serious? We spent $10,000 getting here. I am getting my money's worth, Val.
Seriously, don't get mad at me. Don't. I'm sorry. I just had my toe surgery. You know that.
Right? But suck it up, bucko. Come on. $10,000. I'm not pissing that away. Come on. Just get moving.
Quincy Jones, MD, said I should not be moving after surgery so quickly. But you had to go to China, honey.
Please. You know I've always wanted to go to China. I've done everything for you in this relationship. I've moved for you. I've got that vasectomy for you. I got the vasectomy reversed for you. I've done everything for you. So I asked one time, I want something, and this is what I want to do. So keep them feet going.
Well, obviously it didn't matter if you had the vasectomy reversed. It's not like we do it anymore. Yeah.
Nearly, I was so nearly gonna forgive you. But now, I just can't. I mean, you throw that up into my face, I needed to be a man. Val, I needed to be a man. I needed my boys.
Man. I see tons of men over here that are way more attractive than you. Oh.
Like who?
I went too far.
Like who?
Kyle. You see Kyle from my yoga class? Coincidentally, he's here. You believe it? I'm gonna hop over to him.
Just because you could fold Kyle up and put him in one of your small luggage and put him on the overhead doesn't mean I appreciate you bringing him here.
I just thought maybe you could go and play some mahjong, and me and Kyle could, just like take a spa day or something.
How in the world do you even come up with this stuff, Val? I mean, really? Come on. God, I mean, I feel like I've wasted my life with you.
Great. Well, if you wasted your life with me, then I wasted my life with you.
Fuck you.
I am a cat. I am a cat and I roam the apartment all day. Okay, I roam the apartment.
Just saw a fantastic scene of love put between Millie and Francis. I'm sure the relationship is just as volatile. And Francis and I have hooked up in a relationship of sorts to talk about relationships through the eyes of improv. Check out our show, Love and Improv, here at InProductionsLLC.com. And we can take your questions about your relationships and figure out how to answer them through the prism of improvisation. Also, if you're liking what you're watching tonight, go to InProductionsLLC.com/donate. And why don't you drop a little coffers, some money in our coffers. Yeah, some kofefe up in our coffers right now. With that said, I need Carrie, Ron, and Lisa up on the screen, and then we're going to have one of them disappear in a second. They're going to perform a never-before-performed musical tonight. How do you feel about that tonight, guys? Great.
Excited.
Excellent.
I'm down.
You're down for that. Excellent. Well, let's have one of you be a walk-on for this one. Okay, Lisa, you're going to be a walk-on. Great. So we're going to perform this never before performed musical before, but we don't have a lot of time. So can we kind of do the Wikipedia Cliff Notes version of it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you still get paid the same.
Yeah.
Of course, going great.
Oh.
Excellent.
I'm asking double.
Which is
I'll
still
give you
zero.
double.
It's still
I'll give you
zero.
double.
Still zero.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, the working wage of an improviser. With that said, Angie, what is our suggested musical for tonight?
The title of this musical is The Day the Earth Stood Still and Grooved to the Music.
The Day the Earth Stood Still and Grooved to the Music. It's a classic already, I can feel. Players, are you ready to play The Day the Earth Stood Still and Grooved to the Music?
Groovy.
Yes.
All right, ready? And lights up.
Donald, how can you be so calm? I just felt the earth move.
I know, baby. Every time I'm near you, the earth moves for me.
Well, yeah, that's true. I like you too. But I actually felt an earthquake that just kind of scared me, and I really thought maybe I'd die. That this would be our last day on Earth.
I'm there for you, babe. All you gotta do is reach out and touch me and feel my love. It builds and builds. I'm overflowing with love for you, honey.
Wow, Donald, that's really amazing. I mean, we just met an hour ago. It was an hour ago. We were in the line at Walmart, and it was just I asked for change.
And I'm the change you wanted, baby. I'm the change you need. I'm the change girl. I'm going to change everything about your relationship with the world.
Is that what just happened? Did you just change the way I see the world? Did you just make everything go away and just disappear and leave us here together, just the two of us?
You know, when I saw you in sporting goods checking out them rifles, I said, my baby gonna make it rain. My baby, she gonna make it rain. You gonna make it storm. You gonna make the earth stood still. That's what I thought.
But Donald, if the earth really does stand still, the oceans would dry up and we'd all die.
Yeah, we could all. What's that lady giving us the eye for over there? She better not be checking you out. You're mine. And I'm going to tell you what. No one can come between us because I saw you first. And I will cut a person if they try to step on our love. And I will poke them in the eye. I'm that mad.
Excuse me. You are in a Walmart. We do not show public affection in Walmart. What is wrong with people today? I don't understand them at all. You guys.
I'm sorry, Sharon. I was on my break and I figured, it would be okay if I talked to this man and the earth moved and I felt love for the first time in my very life.
Well, I understand that. I do. I understand that. But come on. You're working. I'm not paying you to make babies. Stop making babies in my store.
Hey, you know what? Don't cut in on my romance here. I come to Walmart once a year to find a lady to breed with. And you're not going to take away the one I found because she has childbearing hips. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to help her do all she can. I'll deliver the baby myself. I will.
Whoa. Maternity is down to the right. Baby carriage is on the left. If you're gonna prepare, just buy everything here. Come on now. Come on, guys. You gotta at least throw a shower before you make babies.
Hey, I didn't realize he did this once a year with any woman he meets in the Walmart. He comes here to breed with any woman. It wasn't just me. I'm not so special. I'm not his love. And this was just a random Walmart meeting.
It's not random. I've been checking you out for weeks because I've been stalking you, following you, watching you, no matter where you were. And girl, my one good eye is on you all the time.
Well, I will tell you, as the general manager of the best Walmart in Northwest Indiana, it seems like true love to me. Come on now.
Not everyone can succeed. Not everyone can fail. But that's right, in improv, we're all accepting. And with that said, I accept everyone to come up on the screen. We're gonna do some bragging, some massive bragging tonight. We're gonna end our show off in a braggadocious way. Oh, Francis, you look like a snow globe pimp. I love that jacket. I love it. I would expect the best jokes to come from you right now. We're missing, let's see, where you at? Carrie, where you at? I'm gonna ask you to start your video right now. We're gonna do some fisherman's boast, ladies and gentlemen. There you are, Carrie. Beautiful. So we're gonna grab an object from the audience, and then we're gonna do some braggadocious things with it because we're all competitive in nature. With that said, Angie, can you please give us an object for this braggadocious bout?
Stuffed animal.
Stuffed animal. Stuffed animals. What do we got? What do we got? Stuffed animals.
Ron, I once caught me a stuffed animal that was so dazed,
How
dazed
dazed
was it?
he had buttons for eyes.
Nelson,
Harry.
I once caught a stuffed animal that was so Brazilian.
How Brazilian was it?
I won him a carnival.
Fancy.
Francis, I once had a stuffed animal that was so fuzzy.
How fuzzy was he?
Was so fuzzy, was he? So fuzzy, was a bear.
Yeah.
Ron, I once caught me something that was so unattainable.
How
unattainable was it?
Did you ever go to the carnival and you can never win one of these things?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Carrie. I once caught a stuffed animal that was so overvalued.
How overvalued was it?
It was a Beanie Baby.
Oh, Lisa,
Investment.
I once caught a stuffed animal that was so childish.
How
How
childish could it
childish
be?
was
It
it?
was a Pikachu.
Oh!
Billy.
I once caught a toy animal that was so stuffed.
How stuffed
How
was it?
Stuffed was it?
I said, you got to be cotton kidding me.
I get it.
Francis,
Cotton be kidding me.
I once had a Cupid doll that was so disgusting.
How disgusting
How
be it?
disgusting was it?
It was a pukey doll.
Oh,
Angie, let's get another object, please.
Camera.
Camera is what I heard. Camera is what I heard.
Ron, I once caught me a camera that was so indecent.
how
How indecent was it?
It was overexposed.
Oh,
Billy. Oh, thank you.
Billy,
Frank.
go ahead.
I once caught a camera that was so Alaskan.
how
Alaskan
Skin
be it?
was it?
It was a Kodak.
Oh.
Francis, I once had a camera that was so pretty,
How pretty was
How
it?
pretty was it?
was photogenic.
Oh. Carrie, I once caught a camera that was so fit for the gods.
How fit for the gods be it?
God was it?
It was an Olympus.
Oh,
Nelson, I once caught a camera that was so anti-Reebok.
How
How
anti-Reebok
anti-Reebok was it?
It always walked in with its Nikon.
Oh!
Billy.
I once caught a camera that was so shy.
How shy
How
was it?
shy
How
was
shy
it?
was it?
It was a one shot only.
Ooh!
Billy,
I once caught a camera that was so famous,
how famous was
How
it?
Be it.
famous was it?
it was overexposed.
Ah!
Oh.
Ron! I once caught me a camera that was so quick.
How quick was it?
Wait,
What was it?
It was a flash.
Oh!
Oh.
Francis, I once had a camera that was so disgusting,
How disgusting be it?
Disgusting was it?
I wanted to dispose it.
Oh, let's go, Angie. Let's get a new suggestion. Angie, let's get a new suggestion.
Merry-go-round.
Merry-go-round it is.
Ron! I once caught me a merry-go-round that talked so lightly,
How lightly did
Light-
it
How
talk?
lightly did it talk?
it was a little hoarse.
Oh!
Ah, I like it.
Oh!
Nelson, I was kind of merry-go-round that was so selfish.
How selfish,
How
B?
selfish was it?
It never cared to sell.
Oh.
Francis, I once went to a merry-go-round that was so cheap.
How cheap, B?
Cheap was it?
It was so cheap that they had cut all the corners. And it
Sorry. I once caught a carousel that was so like singing in a bar.
How singing in a bottle was it?
Like.
It was a calliope.
Ah!
Calliope.
I once caught a merry-go-round that was so Zoloft.
How
How
so
Zoloft was it?
It had its ups and downs.
Nelson, I once caught a merry-go-round that was so Latinx.
How Latinx
How
was it?
Latinx was it?
It was a Maria-go-round.
See,
Let's get another. Another object.
That killed us. That killed us.
Okay, let's go.
Latin America.
Let's go with the seasonal one. Sleigh bells.
Oh, sleigh bells they are. Nelson, I once caught some sleigh bells that were so metal.
how mellow be they?
How metal were they?
Sleigh bells!
Ron, I once caught some sleigh bells that were so cowboy-like.
How cowboy-like were they?
How cowboy like were they?
They jingle-jangled when they walked.
Carrie, I once caught some sleigh bells that were so commercial,
How commercial were they?
they were actually jingle bells.
Oh,
Lisa, I once caught some sleigh bells that were so jolly.
How jolly be
How
they?
jolly
were they?
were they?
Santa played with them and said, ho, ho, ho.
Oh.
I once, Francis, I once had some sleigh bells that were so commercialized by Walt Disney,
How
How commercialized by Walt Disney
Walt
were they?
Disney were they?
they were expensive Tinkerbells.
Oh. Ron, I once caught some sleigh bells that were so dollar store,
How
How
jolly
dollar store were they?
they only did the ingle and the angle.
Let's get one more object, please.
Volcano.
Volcano.
Okay.
Lisa, I once caught a volcano that was so dry,
How dry
How
be it?
dry was it?
had ashy skin.
Oh.
Francis, I once saw a volcano that was so cheap,
How cheap be
How
it?
cheap was it?
they wouldn't even Pompeii.
Oh!
Oh.
I once caught a volcano that was so romantic.
How romantic
How
was it?
romantic was it?
It was in lava.
Oh!
Oh.
I once caught a volcano that was so military.
How
How
military?
How military was it?
It was G.I. Joe and the volcano.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, I like it.
Carrie,
Okay.
I once caught a volcano that was so rude.
How rude was it?
Who was it?
It was always interruptioning me.
Nelson, I once caught a volcano that was such a murderer.
How such a
How much of
murderer
a
was it?
murderer was it?
Man, it killed a whale.
Oh! Ron,
Yes.
I once caught a volcano that was so rear end like.
How
How
rear
How
like
rear
was it?
end like was it?
It had a Krakatoa.
Oh.
Francis, I knew a volcano that was so sexist.
How
How
sexist be this
sexist
volcano.
was it?
It required a virgin sacrifice.
Oh.
Whoa. Wow. Nelson, I once caught a volcano that was so Campbell's.
How Campbell's
How
was it?
Campbell's was it?
If you let it cool, it formed a caldera.
Ron, I once caught a volcano that was so pent up,
How pent up
How
was it?
pent up was it?
it eventually blew its top.
And that's it! Ladies and gentlemen, that completes our show tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Those of you on Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Periscope, Al Jazeera, ESPN 8 El Ocho, Telemundo, and of course the closed circuit TV at the Joliet State Prison. We love all of you for watching. If you liked what you watched today, please go to inproductionsllc.com/donate and drop some Bitcoin or actual money through our PayPal right there. We could really use the money because Lord knows you saw those jokes. With that said, collectively tonight we have been The Grid, we have been In Productions, but individually tonight we are
Angie.
Carrie.
Millie.
Ron!
Lisa.
Francis.
And I am your host, Nelson. Thank you so much tonight, and we will see you next week for our final show of 2020. We're going to end